students, we are in chapter 3, that is your introduction to database management system. So before entering into today's topic, we can have glance over the previous topics that we have already discussed. So first it is your definition to database management system. Don't forget, it is your system software. And the next, these two are the basic concepts in DBMS, that is your asset property, and the next one it is your concurrency control and locking. And the next we discussed database models. Under that you are having 4: hierarchical, network, relational. The next one it is your object oriented model. Features of RDBMS. RDBMS is nothing but relational database management system. Yes, this is an important concept, that is your ER modeling concept. Under that you will be having entity, attributes and relation. So these are the three basic concepts. Okay, wow. Under that these are the types that you are having under 3, that is your entity, attribute, and the next one it is your relation. Under 3 you are going to have these types. Yes, next we finished MySQL. So web database, what are the 2 web database you are having? Light database, and the next one it is your heavy database. Next, MySQL tools, that is your PHP MyAdmin, MySQL Workbench. The next one it is your HeidiSQL. So finally we finished how to install MySQL. So then finished DBA, that is your database administrator. What are the role, task, and what is the skill a DBA must have? And this is the syntax for inserting record. This is the syntax for inserting in a record. Yes, this is a simple example for using select statement. This is a simple example for using select statement. Yes, next we are going to see some administrative MySQL commands. So totally we have discussed 6. What are they? Use, show database, show table, show columns, show index, and the next one it is your show table status. And next, in the previous class we finished conceptual design. So this is your primary or the basic design in database. So under that we have discussed creation of database, tables, columns, and the data types. Yes, these are the 3 major parts that forms a database. What are they? Table, query, and the next one it is your view. Yes, this is a simple example. Create database which is of name, personal details. Yes, this is a command to insert into. Okay, wow. So you are going to enter some values for the column. You have to use this command. Yes, by today you are going to see, that is introduction to SQL, and we are going to see some types of SQL. Okay, ma'am. Yes, what is the expansion for SQL? It is nothing but structured query language. It is your structured query language. So SQL is nothing but it is a standard language. Why you need a standard? Already we have discussed the introduction for SQL. Okay, wow. So this language is used for accessing and manipulating database. It is used for accessing and manipulating database. What do you mean by access? Access is nothing but you are going to get some information. Manipulating, you are going to perform some transaction. You are going to perform some task. That is called as manipulating. Okay, wow. So this is your standardized one. This SQL is a standardized one. So standardization means it must be given, this standardized certificate must be given by an organization. So these 2 organization given, that is your ANSI, and the next one is your ISO. It is your ISO. So in the year 1986 and 1987, this one is declared as a the standard one. Okay, that is your by American National Standards Institute, and the next one is your International Organization for Standardization. Okay, yes, in the year 1986 and 87. So next we are going to see some of the functions of SQL. So there are many versions that are available under SQL. Okay, many versions based upon the requirement of the user. Many versions are available. All these versions are going to have these basic functions. The first one, it executes queries. Queries already you know, it is going to execute some questions against a database. So based upon that query, it is going to retrieve the data. Retrieve means it is going to get the data from the database. Next, it can insert and update records in the database. Records is nothing but you are going to give the details in the row base. Okay, next you people can delete records from the database. There is option. Next, you can create new database and new tables in a database. So don't forget the concept. The database is nothing but it is a collection of tables. So table is a collection of rows and columns. Okay, yes. So these are the main functions of SQL. Yeah, next we are going to see the next topic. It is your types of SQL commands. So we are going to have some types of SQL command. Okay, so the first one, it is your DDL, next DML, next DQL, the next one TCL, and the next one it is your DCL. So we can have the brief over what is DDL. So why there is a need of commands? Why you need of many SQL commands? To perform many various operation or various functions, you are in need of SQL commands. So first we are going to see DDL. Yes, DDL is nothing but data definition language. It is nothing but it is your data definition language. So why you need this means to define a database structure, you need DDL to define a database schema. Schema is nothing but a structure. You are in need of DDL. So what it is going to do? You are going to define a structure. Structure means you are going to create. So for the purpose of creation, we are in need of DDL. So by using this DDL commands, you can create and modify the structure. You can create and modify the structure. Okay, similarly, it is going to have many commands. Okay, DDL is going to have many commands. Few are like create, alter, drop, rename and truncate. So these are the commands that are available under DDL category. Yes, we can see that what are the commands. Yes, these are. The first one, it is your create, alter, drop, rename, and the last you people are going to have the truncate. Yes, first one, it is your create. So by the name itself you can tell user is going to create a database or table. So by using the create command, user can create database or tables. And next you are going to have the next one, it is your alter. Alter is, so what are the changes that you are willing to perform in the already existing structure? Existing means already available structure. That is your alter. Alter is nothing but you are going to modify the existing structure of the database or table. Both you have to specify. That is whether it is your database or it is your table, you have to specify. Next command you are having under DDL is drop. It is your drop. Drop is nothing but you are going to delete a table or database. The next one, it is your rename, that is used to rename an existing object in the database. Rename means what? Already you have created a database. Now you are willing to change the name. So for that purpose you can use the command rename. Next you people are having the next one, it is your truncate. Truncate means, yes, what else? The details used to delete all table records. What else? The records that you are having under a single table, to delete that one, you people are having the truncate command. You are having the truncate command. So these are the commands that are available under DDL. So DDL is nothing but it is your data definition language. Yes, next we can have the next type. Okay, Yes, the next one it is your DML. It's your DML. So DML is, yes, now we can see what is DML. Yes, DML is nothing but data manipulation language. Okay, wow. So manipulation means it is going to do some transaction or some process or that and all it is going to do. Okay, wow. So what else commands that are available under DML means insert, update and delete. Insert, update and delete. So these are the commands that are available under DML. So DML mainly deals with the manipulation of data present in the database. So most SQL commands will be coming under DML commands only. Everything you people are going to manipulate only, no. So everything, all commands, probably 75% of the commands will be coming under data manipulation language only. That is your DML only. Yes, we can see the few commands. Okay, ma. Yes, next it is your insert, update and the delete. Insert, update and delete. So insert is also some task that you are going to do. Okay, wow. So it is coming under manipulation. Update also something you are going to modify. Delete also some task you are going to do. So these and all coming under DML. First we can see it is your insert command. Insert command, by the name itself you can tell you are going to add new rows in the database table. You are going to add new rows in the database table. The next one, it is your update. Update is nothing but you are going to modify the already existing data within the table. You are going to modify already existing data with new data only. Okay, you are going to have the old data means there is no need to update that one. You are going to change the already available data by means of a new data. You are going to use the command update. Next, you people are having the command delete. So it deletes the record from the table. It is going to delete the record that is available under the table. So these are the DML commands. So don't forget, probably more or less all commands in SQL will be coming under which command list only? DML. That is your data manipulation language. Yes, next we can see the next type. Yes, next one it is nothing but it is your DQL. Yes, now we can see what is DQL. Yes, it is your data query language. It is your data query language. So you people know already what is a query. What is a query? Yes, just you are going to ask one question. By means of which command you will be asking question? Yes, by means of select. So under DQL you are having only one command, that is select. You are having only one command, that is select. Why you need a select? It is used to fetch the data. Fetch means it is going to get the data. Get means retrieve the data from the table. It is going to retrieve the data from the table that are available under database. So don't forget, database is nothing but it is a collection of tables. Okay. So clear with DQL, that is your data query language. So here you are having the command select, and it is what is going to do? It is going to retrieve data from the table. Yes, we can see the next one. Yes, next one is nothing but it is your TCL. So what is TCL? Transaction Control Language. Yes, it is your transaction control language. So by the name itself you can tell it is going to control something, that is, it's going to manage something in the database. So what and all it is going to manage? It helps to save the changes in the database, that is permanently. It helps to change the database permanently in the database. It helps to save the changes permanently into the database. So here what are the commands that you people are having means commit, rollback, set transaction and save point. These are the few commands that are available under this category. So transaction is nothing but these commands are going to manage what else the task it is going to perform in the SQL database. Yes, next we can see the commands that are available. Yes, this is your SQL TCL. TCL means Transaction Control Language Command List. So under that first you people are having commit. You are having commit. What is commit? It is going to permanently save into the database. If you are going to execute this command, what it is going to do? It is going to permanently save the details into the database. So when you are using the commit, the details will be saved permanently into the database. Next you are going to use the next command. It is your rollback. It is your rollback. What is the meaning for rollback? It is going to, by the name itself you will tell, roll back. So what else you have given already previously? The original stage. Before performing any changes, it will be in some original stage. No, that original stage will be restored for you. So restored database to the original form since the last commit. If the commit is done means what? It is permanently saved in the database. After that we can't do any rollback. Okay, wow. Until commit, what else changes that done in the database, everything can be restored by means of which command? Rollback command. Next you are having the next command. It is your set transaction. So why you need a set transaction? So if you are willing to write, that is you are going to write, you are going to read, or you are going to do read and write operation on your database, means you have to use this set transaction command. You already need to use set transaction command. So what it is going to do? Set transaction command set the transaction properties. What are the properties that are available? Read write or read only access. Whether you can read and immediately you can write, otherwise just you are going to read only. Just you are going to read only. That can be done by using which command? Set command. Yes, next you are going to have the next one. It is your save point. It is your save point. What it is going to do? It is going to temporarily save a transaction. It is going to temporarily save a transaction. So which command is used here to permanently save the details into the database? Yes, you are having commit command. So here you are having save point command. What it is going to do? It is used to temporarily save a transaction. Okay, so these are the commands that are available under this TCL category. So clear with the 4 commands that are available? Yes, we can see the next one. Yes, the next one, it is your DCL. The next one, it is your DCL. Yes, DCL is nothing but data control language. DCL is nothing but it is your data control language. What do you mean by control? Yes, it is going to control something. Further actions or steps it has to do, it must get permission, then only it can be done. So that is your control. So here what are the commands that are used? So these commands mainly check the security of the database. It mainly checks the security on the database, and it includes the objects like table, view, stored, procedure. So these are the objects it is going to use, and mainly it implement the security on the database. It mainly include the security on the database. So here you are going to have only 2 commands, that is your grant and revoke. It is going to have grant and revoke. So it is going to give some permission. Since it is a DCL, what is the expansion for DCL? It is your data control language. It is going to control whether it is going to give permission or it is going to cancel the permission. So that command only is available under DCL. It is grant, and the next one it is your revoke. So grant means what? Yes, it is giving permission to do what else you people are willing to do in the database. So it is first grant means it is used to give permission. Revoke means it is going to get back the permission that is already given. It is going to get back the permission that is already given to a specific user. Grant means it will not give permission to all the user. To a specific user only it will be giving some permission to do some manipulation in a table. So it is going to revoke means, so to get back that permission that is already given to a specific user. So these two will be coming under DCL, that is your data control language. So clear, the first one is your grant, that is used to give permission to specific users on specific database objects like table and view. The next one, it is your revoke. It is used to take out permission from specific users on specific database tables, objects like table, view, etc. Okay, wow. So already permission you can get back by means of which command? Yes, revoke command. So clear with this command? Yes. Yes, what are the types of SQL commands we have discussed? First one, it is your DDL, that is your data definition language. Next one, it is your DML, that is your data manipulation language. Next one, DQL, it is your data query language. Next one, it is your TCL, that is your transaction control language. And the last one, it is your data control language. The last one, it is going to control your data, and TCL is going to control what is the transaction you are going to do. So clear with the types of SQL commands? Yes, that's all for today. So today we have finished the introduction to SQL, and we have discussed the 5 types of SQL commands. So these are the 5 types of SQL commands. So clear with the topic? Yes, remaining we can continue in the next class. Yes, thank you students.